Years ago, when I was a child, my father made beer. And I suggested to my son, why don't we build you a wine cave on your property and brew beer and make wine.
Ted Shed comes from Trent, Erica, Debbie, and Steve. So me, my wife, my dad, and my mom. And then Shed is shit happens every day.
So the Pilsner we're making today is going to be more like the Pilsners that we get in Germany, around 4.5 to 4.8% alcohol. So you can drink a few of those without being under the table.
When it comes to recipes and grains, there's different types of grains, kind of like there's different types of hops, both of which go into a beer. With beer, you add hop. Hop is a type of flour. And kind of like with grains, each hop is grown specifically to impart certain flavor profiles. It's measured in alpha acids and IBUs and all this fancy scientific talk. But basically what it comes down to is balance. Balance of bitterness from hop and sweetness from your grain. When the grains are done growing, they're malted. In other words, they're roasted at various levels to impart different colors, i.e. dark, light, nutty, burnt. All those grains are roasted. And when you take those grains and you crack them and then you add hot water to them, it's called mashing. And then you drain the water out of the oatmeal, which is what your recipe is, and you end up with the various color and a various flavor profile. You add the yeast to your sugar water. The yeast eats the sugar and poops out CO2 and alcohol. When that's all done, then your beer's done. You can grow your own grain, but you got to have a lot more land than we do and a lot more time. You can buy your grains at various brew houses, which is what we pretty much do. And then you can buy bulk grain and store it and then use it if you have a grain mill and the other things, which is what most of big breweries do.
Now sheds, on the other hand, if you use your imagination and think about something happens every day,
Shit.
that's how the name Shed come about.